Welcome back to Ring Races. As you can see, before I headed into the extra cup, I had my usual cleanup to do. Collect the spray cans I saw during the last cup, as well as whatever secrets the comments of the last video mentioned. This is the Emerald Hill spray can, and I figured I could be real sneaky and just use a pogo spring to get up here instead of bothering to build up speed and fly off of a ramp. As you can see, that was a poor move. I always ended up flubbing the trick, and either under or overshooting the platform. Well, either that or drift straight off the edge and fall into the rest of the track. As it turns out, I was approaching the problem wrong. The game doesn't expect you to take flight using a ramp or anything. It just wants you to find this little grey spring off the side of the track. A little embarrassing to find after 5 minutes of wasting my time, but once I got up there, I unlocked a nice vibrant lime colour for my ring racer. Azure City was the second course I recalled seeing a spray can on, although this one is part of the card crew couldn't be asked to hide it category. Take the right path for the opening split, then drive up this hill and find it hiding behind a bus. A little strange that I got 2 Sage Green in a row, very similar saturated greens at that, but hey, I won't complain about adding turtle to my Lexum. After my attempt at streamlining this challenge in the last episode failed miserably, I ended up going through the Sneaker Cup again to get to Tinker's Arena in order to destroy all the prisons with a single Gatsa bomb. I sped through the cup on relaxed difficulty just to save time and make this simple, although I did have a strangely competitive race on Storm Rig, and got through most of Tinker's Arena with ease. Then, as I lined up my last Gatsa bomb to hit the airborne prison, tragic. I just watched the Gatsa bomb roll away for a while and thought about my limited time on this earth, and then about how my psychological need to 100% my games is robbing me of so much of that time. Anyway, then I quit out to take the advice of a comment on the previous video about a secret level on the Emerald Cup, and I got myself a CD, so it wasn't all bad. Apparently, at this point on Mystic Cave, and only in lap 3, you can drop into the pit and send yourself to a hidden palace course. So, there I am, going through the Emerald Cup, burning more of those precious minutes, making my way to Mystic Cave. I complete a first lap. I complete a second lap. I reach this section of the course on my third lap, as indicated in the comment, turned left, fell off, and died. I tried every possible way of interpreting turn left and fall off the course in that general area as I could, assuming I had made a mistake. But alas, no luck. I'm convinced that the comment is telling me the truth about there being a secret course unlocked through Mystic Cave. It fits in with some of the more bizarre stuff Card Crew has implemented into ring races in terms of unlocking things. I just need you to tell me what I'm doing wrong here. But that can wait until next time. For now, let's get into the Extra Cup. I don't know what went wrong with my ghost here, but it was not giving me this item for the longest time. You'll see it eventually relinquish the ball hog in a few moments, but for most of the race, I effectively had a second companion at my side. See? About a minute and 30 seconds passed before it gave me the ball hog. It's probably something to do with waiting until you have a target to use the item on, in this case a giant fang, but it then begs the question of whether they act like that with every item, because I swear I remember them giving me a different projectile in first in a previous race. I was back to really trying to reach those sealed stars after taking a few off days, so I actually read through my comments before racing and absorbed their advice on upping my score. The obvious one? Don't burn through all of your rings right as you cross the finish line in order to maximize your ring bonus. Sounds obvious, but for whatever reason, I was doing exactly that in previous cups, even when it gave me no discernible advantage. With that in mind, my perfected A rank here should provide a good foundation to keep building up my score throughout the rest of the extra cup. Unfortunately, as you're about to see, the extra cup quarters are bound together in just one way, having weird track layouts. Marble Garden is by far the worst offender for this, and it's just awful. I'll be popping up from time to time to vent, but you'll hopefully understand what I mean fairly quickly. This huge ramp at the start of the lap is fun, but it's really an early warning of your greatest enemy in this course: momentum. That first lap went well, but you'll soon see how this course goes when you're knocked out of your flow. bastards. Boy, do I love losing all of my speed due to the unavoidable trappings of the kart racing genre. But you know what would make that happening even better? If the course I was racing on was designed in such a way that it's basically impossible to get any speed back without coming to a complete halt and revving up a spin dash. As much as I'm going to win the next attempt at this track, that was actually the better run of it. I had an alright first lap, and the two problematic sections were fairly forgiving. Now is when the trouble really started. Although I did get the joy of taking out the entire competition at once using my lightning shield, I imagine trying to get that capture in multiplayer is a massacre. I really do not understand what Kart Crew was thinking when they put this ramp in. I know what this course needs. A ramp so high and steep that you need both a sneaker panel and a spring at the top of it just to get the speed needed to clear it. In fact, make it so steep that even with all of that, you might still slide back down it. God, I think this section of Marble Garden might just be the most baffling piece of track design I've yet seen in a car racer. This is how I learned to get some sort of attack resistance if you're moving fast enough. That's actually me, by the way. I just had to express my relief after 4 minutes on that dumpster fire. I was finally free. Easily the worst track I've yet played on in ring races, and it's not even close. I mean, it's a nice arena, and I appreciated the easy prison break round. But why was everything turning blue constantly? I don't get how this game's lighting works. There are times you give yourself the first off the line boost and use it to great effect. And then there are times you get that boost and realise you do not know the course design well enough not to crash out with this much speed. This definitely fell into the latter category. I was amazed that I didn't get punished more for driving the wrong way around this turn. Most of the IO contestants were either way further back than I thought, or happened to stop very suddenly, right before they came into view for what I imagine were very natural reasons. This Sonic rival was quite the handful, but honestly, I was just glad I could tell where the guy was, after many courses of insane twists and turns that made it impossible to tell where half the other racers were at any one time. Most drawn out misstart ever. That was honestly a pretty chill course. Outside of the decision to implement ice physics in a kart racer as fast and chaotic as ring races, and then add all of those patches of ice onto slopes, it's a fairly standard bit of track design, and none of the contestants were that obnoxious. As soon as I saw the prisons flying that high above the arena, I honestly let out an audible groan. Seeing as they wanted me to do some sort of jump and mid-air snipe trick, I knew I was leaving this course incomplete. That said, at least the music was really good. I think I managed to get hit by both the explosive and the flamethrower there, hence the weird stilted jump back, but kind of too high to be considered normal. I don't know why that invincibility lasted so long, but I'm glad it did because it really put me back into the race. Outside of the significant amount of time you can lose falling off some of these cylinders, launch base wasn't that bad for the final track of the course. Honestly, in terms of length and difficulty, Marble Garden was probably more deserving of this finale placement. But then I think Card Crew might have just wanted to not piss off players with such a haphazard, sonky excuse of a track. At this point, I knew I had won the Extra Cup, and I had done pretty well regarding ring and prison bonuses. So at this point, it was just a case of hoping and praying. Now, here's a level I haven't seen in a while. 6 attempts to get this emerald. I know what I'm doing now. Let's get this thing. Make that 5 attempts. Attempts. Alright, it started to get embarrassing at this point. Really shouldn't have needed to get to the point that I needed to drive that slowly over a fairly forgiving bit of track, but there we are. At least I now had the opportunity to collect that emerald. And there it was. After many attempts to get to this point, I was now in possession of the first Chaos Emerald. I realised at this point that I actually had no idea what the point of collecting the emeralds is in ring races. There's probably a supersonic skin somewhere in the game, but I'd like to think that there's something more waiting for me beyond a mostly cosmetic item. To find out, I guess I just need to complete 6 more of those sealed stars, which I imagine was only going to get tougher as I progress. Fantastic. Before we get to the fun bit, the challenge unlocks, let's get through the results. I think it's kind of stupid the sealed star affects your final rank. Apparently, you need an A rank to enter the damn things, so why do the continues I use in them affect my final score and drop me back down to a B? Ridiculous. The credits for ring races are long for a fan game, so I'm going to speed them up. If you want to check a specific name, either slow the video down or, play the free game they made yourself. That isn't at all ominous. When I first saw that, I assumed something had gone wrong. After the drip feed of new tracks up to this point, I didn't think Kart Crew would turn around and drop 7 complete cups in one go. with the only additional stipulation being that one of them required you to have collected an emerald. I almost didn't know which cup to pick up from for the next episode. Would have also liked to unlock at least one new character since accidentally unlocking Carol, but I guess they're particularly well hidden. I'll be doing videos about cleaning up this challenge board at some point, but I haven't decided on whether I'll dot them throughout the playthrough, or whether to save all of the more specific challenges until the end. Maybe you can comment your thoughts. I'm in for the long haul regardless, so it depends on what you as an audience would prefer to watch. Even if the credits have already rolled at least once, Ring Racers is nowhere near finished. Statistically, it's barely started. But we have to finish somewhere. So for now, I hope you enjoyed the video, and ciao.